What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Bob Arum. Bob Arum states that he will explain financial implications of a rematch to Lopez versus Loma Part 2, and it's up to them. Of course, if it makes dollars, it makes sense, and both boxers wanted. Bob Arum would have no problem putting together a Teofimo Lopez versus Vasily Lomachenko rematch. Lomachenko didn't request a rematch clause before agreeing to oppose Lopez in a light heavyweight unification fight, of course, which was stupid. Lopez expressed during a post-fight conference that he doesn't see the need to fight the former three-time division champion again because he defeated Lomachenko convincingly in rounds. But Bob said that's up to the fighters at this point, Arum told Boxing Scene. He said, I will point out to the fighters that what the financial implications are for doing a rematch, and then if they want to do it, that's fine. If they don't want to do it, it's fine too. That's how it works. The Don King era is over, where the fighters are told what to do. I'll sit down with them, with both sides. I'll explain to them where the bucks are because that's what they care about, and then they determine what they're going to do. Now, let me counterpunch. This is Bob Arum, and he says, you know, if it makes dollars, it makes sense. You know, he will sit them down, and he states that the Don King era is over, and he doesn't tell the fighters what to do. But of course, if you're going to sit them down after you already heard Teofimo Lopez say that I don't care for a rematch. Why? You know, I'm not going to give him a rematch. He doesn't deserve one, or whatever he said. However he said it, he wasn't really keen on having a rematch. He did say, well, I'll beat him again or whatever. I'll beat him this many times out of this many times. But he already said that he's really not interested. So why would you want to sit someone down and try to convince them what they want to do or what they should do? Now, I understand that he's a promoter. I understand that the guy with the status quo, which was Lomachenko, he was the guy with the money. He was the A side. He was the guy that they backed from ESPN. Okay, we know that. And he said, oh, it's all about the, money, making money for them. No, it's all about making money for you also, Bob, because when they get paid, you get paid. Capiche? So I don't want to hear that it's all about them. No, it's all about you too. Counterpunch. So I don't want to hear that, like, oh, I'll sit down with both sides. I'll explain to them where the bucks are because that's what they care about. Now, do I want to see a rematch? Sure. Why? Because here's the thing. I've noticed something about Lomachenko. Lomachenko was praised by a platform that is no longer around. HBO was the one that hosts a lot of Lomachenko fights, just like Triple G, just like a lot of other fighters. Well, what ended up happening was when they went belly up, they had to find another platform. But it wasn't before them hyping up Lomachenko to the point where he was just, extraordinary, magnificent, unbeatable, and he was a very, very good fighter. But what happens when you start moving up in weight, you see the size difference of these fighters become a freaking problem. Okay, and Teofimo Lopez was that problem. And the way Lopez is feeling now, I feel that out of spite, out of that bitterness for being looked at as a second-class citizen or that lower B fighter, I feel that he won't give him a rematch just because, and just to have the satisfaction of knowing that he doesn't have to. Counterpunch. And I also think that Bob is trying to put this fight together because he's trying to save face. Now, this is how I can prove this to you. What if this fight would have happened or would have ended up Lomachenko being the winner? Would he go out of his way to sit down to tell BoxingScene.com that he wants another fight? Or he wants a rematch? I want Lopez to get a rematch. He's a tough kid, and I want him to get a rematch. No. Because you know damn well it doesn't cater Lopez because he's the winner. He has nothing else to prove. He took your damn pay cut. That's not likewise for Lomachenko. And then a lot of that was assessed by Bob Arum, bitching and pissing and moaning that there was no money. There wasn't any money. It's Corona. Right? And Teofimo did everything you wanted him to do to get the fight, and he got the fight, and he won the fight. Now you're trying to drag him back in to another sit down. So possibly the guy that you back and you are trying to protect, you're trying to give him another go round. But unfortunately, if what he says, if the Don King era is over, I don't want to hear the rest of the shit that he said in the article. Okay, because the article contradicted itself, because it sounded like, oh, I'm the Don King's era's over, but I'm still gonna sit down. Who wants to fight besides Lomachenko? So you're doing this on the benefit on Lomachenko's behalf. Okay, so don't say, oh, it's for both fighters. No, you screwed over one fighter, right? Now he's won, but now he sees clearly, now that the rain is gone, that you are just basically trying to protect your fighter to this day. Now, would I want to see it? Yes, because I want to see if Lopez can do it twice. Okay, because, you know, a lot of, hey, people are upset. This was an upset, right? Was this a knockout? No. Was this a Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury 2? No. Was this an Anthony Joshua versus Ruiz 1? No. But what was it? It was more like a Tony Harrison versus Jermell Charlo 1. Okay, where a person gets outboxed, or should I say outworked in this case. Okay. So Bob is trying to set together a fight. Okay. Well, like Bob said, and I'm going to leave it here, it's only so much protection that you can give a loser, a person that lost. I mean, it only goes so far at the end of the day. And I think it's Teofimo Lopez doesn't want the fight, and he does mean what he says he says it's in the article. Well, if it don't want to fight, it's fine too. If it is fine too, leave it be. I don't want to hear any bitching or pissing and moaning about how that fight should have sold more than any other thing to go together. Right? I don't want to hear it, because there's no relevance. I mean, it's not like, the only way I could see Teofimo Lopez fighting Lomachenko, which I would want to see, because I want to see the adjustments made. I want to see if Loma can adjust to the first opportunity that he had to rematch a loss. He's only lost twice, but even like I said, you guys, even the first time he couldn't get Solito back into the ring. So if he could do that, we could see what he can do. Will he get knocked out like Chocolatito did? You know, that remains to be seen, because that's what happened to Chocolatito. You know, because, I mean, will Loma go out there and, you know, shoot his wad? It's something I definitely want to see, and I guarantee you this, if they did have a rematch, the second fight would be a lot better than the first. Because then Loma would know, okay, you know what, I can kind of take his punches, but the guy he can hit like a mother sucker still to this day, so I got to watch out. But he will start a lot earlier, because he knows what he's in there against. He's in there with a slick, crafty southpaw that doesn't supposed to have the experience at age 23. Okay? So I think that would be a good fight. And I do hope, and the only good you could do, it would be a great fight to see, but it would be the respect that they should finally give Teofimo Lopez, along with the bigger share of the purse. But anyway, that's my counterpunch on that. You guys tell me what you think about Bob Arum wanting a rematch and setting together and pulling up these figures for a rematch between Lopez and Lomachenko. You guys tell me what you think about Bob Arum's statements. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been counterpunching. Peace.